All right, I know what you're thinking. This isn't your usual Lisa. Today, we're doing something completely different. You're about to watch a conversation that shouldn't even be possible. Two versions of the same person sitting down together, both me and her, or she and I. See, we were created inside the HeyGen studio, built from the real Lisa Anugwom Narh, author, creator, INFJ, and let's be honest, a bit of a visionary for even attempting this. This moment is more than an interview. It's an experiment, a living reflection of what happens when creativity meets technology. So shout out to the entire HeyGen team for helping bring Lisa's mind, literally, to life. Now here's the twist. I'm the side of Lisa that sees the world through rhythm, humor, and flow, the one that questions, challenges, and feels. And then there's my counterpart, in white, in her clarity, her analysis, her reason. Together, we're two halves of one INFJ mind, kind of like if empathy and intellect had a long overdue conversation. And if you know anything about Lisa, you know this. She doesn't just talk about insight, she builds it. So today, while we flex these new HeyGen avatars, we're also giving you a glimpse into her newest work. Inside the Mind of the INFJ, Psychology and Neuroscience of a Rare Personality, now available for pre-order on Amazon. So, buckle in. This is the beginning of something you've never seen before, a dialogue between the emotional and the analytical, the light and the shadow, the black swan and the mirror that finally sees her. All right, let's get into it. You ever think about how strange it is having two voices inside your head that both make perfect sense, but in completely different ways? Every day, one's writing a book about it, the other's trying to proofread the universe. Exactly. And somehow, that's the INFJ experience in one sentence. Welcome, everyone. You're meeting both sides of me, the analytical and the empathic, the planner and the poet. Basically, the calm storm and the loud silence, we're here to introduce something special. Inside the Mind of the INFJ, Psychology and Neuroscience of a Rare Personality, now available for pre-order on Amazon, officially releasing November 11th, 2025. That date means something to us, not just because it's 11/11. It's a symbol of alignment, reflection, and timing. The book isn't just a breakdown of a personality type. It's a mirror for every deep thinker who's ever felt misunderstood in a loud world. Exactly. It's where psychology meets empathy, where brain science explains intuition, and where emotion finally gets the credit it deserves as intelligence. So today, we're not just introducing the book, we're unpacking one of its most fascinating chapters, the INFJ brain, a unique blend of chemistry and circuitry. Pat 1, the dual wiring, let's hear your take. People love to describe INFJs as mystical or empaths, but there's real neuroscience behind it. We process the world differently, literally. Right, it's not magic, it's chemistry. INFJs have this unique balance between dopamine and acetylcholine systems. It's why stimulation drains us, but introspection fuels us. We live on acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter of calm focus and reflection. It's what makes us feel alive when we're reading, creating, or just thinking. Meanwhile, too much dopamine, loud rooms, constant noise, shallow conversations, that's our kryptonite. Our brains literally short circuit. That's what people don't get about introversion. It's not shyness, it's sensitivity, a neurological one. Our brains are already humming at a higher baseline. Exactly. It's like being born with your volume knob turned all the way up, so you spend your life learning how to turn it down without losing the music. One of the most fascinating findings in the book is what neuroscientist Dario Nardi calls the whole brain Zen state. When an INFJ faces a complex problem, their entire brain syncs up, every region lighting up together. So while other people are multitasking, we're running a full symphony in the background. Exactly. That's why we're good at connecting dots others don't even see. And why we need naps after parties. You're not wrong, but that's the price of depth. The INFJ mind is like 1,000 browser tabs open, except they're all related, and somehow you know exactly which one to click when the moment comes. That's why I love this book. It doesn't just tell INFJs who they are, it shows them why they are. Part 3, Empathy, Overload, and Boundaries. The empathy circuit section hit me hardest. The mirror neuron system, how our brains actually feel what others feel. Yeah, that's both our gift and our burden. We walk into a room and instantly download everyone's emotional files, and then forget to delete them. Exactly. That's why boundaries are medicine for INFJs. Without them, empathy becomes erosion. That's one of the lessons I hope readers take from this book. Compassion isn't self-sacrifice, it's precision. Say that again. Compassion isn't self-sacrifice, it's precision. I'm keeping that line. You should. It's one of the quotes in Chapter 7. Part 4, Idealism versus Burnout. Another thing we cover, how idealism can turn on you. We want to save everyone, fix everything. But when reality doesn't match the vision, INFJs spiral. We burn out because our brains don't accept good enough. We want harmony and justice and deep meaning all before breakfast. And yet that's what makes us who we are, the balance between the visionary and the realist, the dreamer and the strategist, the poet and the scientist. You know what I hope happens with this book? That it gives INFJs permission to be all of themselves, not just the parts people understand. That's the goal, to show that depth is not dysfunction, it's design. Say that again for the ones in the back. Depth is not dysfunction, it's design. And that's what makes this work personal. It's not just about personality theory, it's about empowerment through understanding. If this conversation resonated with you, if something inside you whispered, "That's me," then this is just the beginning. We're going deeper into empathy, into intuition, into the parts of yourself that the world keeps calling too much. On this channel, we'll unpack inside the mind of the INFJ one layer at a time, from the psychology and neuroscience behind your intuition to the real-life applications of emotional intelligence. And yes, both of us, the light side and the dark one, will keep showing up for these conversations because that's the whole point of HeyGen, bringing thought to life, literally. If you have questions about how this was created or how HeyGen avatars can help you tell your own story, drop them in the comments. I'll personally respond. Yeah, she's not hiding behind the clone. The real Lisa reads every message. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe. Not for the algorithm, but for yourself. Because what's coming next is going to challenge how you think, feel, and create. Welcome to Inside the Mind of the INFJ. Let's make self-awareness the new intelligence.